Hey everybody, this is Andrew with MMAsucker.com. With us, I have Casey Gajeski, who will be taking on Ben Wicks at Throne MMA next Saturday at the Alerus Center in Grand Forks. Tickets are available still, and you can get on Futures MMA pay-per-view, which is a website. Casey, thank you so much for talking. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just also for transparency's sake, I have trained with Casey at PMA, Progressive Martial Arts. So just to put that out there. Um,
Like,
so so just putting just tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get into MMA?
I just wrestled in high school and stuff like that, and just got graduated, and I didn't go anywhere for school and stuff like that. I just missed competition, and heard about progressive martial arts kind of through the grapevine. We so went there, and it was in a gymnastics area. It was all carpet, and looked around, and every guy was just tough. I mean, back then, it was years ago. Nobody really knew very much. It was just be the tough guy, and then everybody, we had Ken there still, and yeah, I just slowly started progressing, and yeah, and then just been growing. The sport's been growing, and everybody's been learning stuff, and yeah, just missed the competition basically.
How was the Midwest MMA scene back then when you first started?
Oh man, when I first started, it was I don't know, like it was basically just like boxing till guys fell down kind of thing. Like nobody really knew the ground game that well, and then the guys that did know it, they were submitting guys around here, and that was a long time ago, but just tough, gritty guys, and it's been growing more and more, and we haven't really had a show around here for very long, and now it's coming back, so pretty excited that everybody can kind of hop on the bandwagon again, and hopefully get a few more shows around the area. It's been pretty dry around here lately, so this is gonna bring to town and be good to go.
So, to my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it looked like the pandemic mostly killed a lot of MMA, particularly in North Dakota. There was stuff in South Dakota, Iowa, Minnesota, but I think it mostly killed everything in North Dakota. And then now it's suddenly coming back. Why do you think it's coming back, after all these years?
Well, the shows, there used to be a lot more promoters and stuff like that in the game around here. And there used to be a few shows a year, especially in Fargo. Grand Forks was whatever. And uh, I don't know. I think a lot of promoters are kind of nervous to stick their neck out there. Maybe, COVID had a thing where, they lost a lot of money, and there's probably, who knows, the regulations and stuff like that where, obviously we couldn't even be close to anybody. So, wrestling, I know, like, you got to wear a mask until you can wrestle, or during COVID, and that made zero sense to me. But so fighting, I can't imagine what they had going on. We got blood work and everything done, but so I don't, who knows.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that the scene will get bigger now because of promotions like Throne coming back, and I think there's a few others that are kind of that are developing there. You think that North Dakota will get that hotbed of MMA like it did in the past?
I hope so. That's why, like, for this show, the card's pretty stacked. I think you got guys from all over, and I'm hoping to put on a really good fight where I catch some fans' eyes where like, holy shit, I want to see another show, and then they'll go to I know he's got one, and another one coming to Spirit Lake. I know he's trying to get one in Fargo, and I'm hoping, I mean, Throne's a really good promotion, but more the better. It's get more fights around everywhere. I hope so. Just hopefully there's another promotion that comes around. Like I said, nothing against Throne, obviously, but more fights, more promotions would be all the better.
Hmm. So that's a good transition into your fight. You'll be taking on Ben Wicks, kind of a stalwart in the Midwest MMA scene. Been around for a long time. I think he's a coach as well, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, I think he's a boxing coach or something at that Combat Cardio in Grand Forks here. And yeah, he's been around for a while. Like I said earlier, when I first started training, I heard this Ben Wicks name, and he's a vet. Every MMA around here, Ben Wicks' name. Everybody knows that guy. He's had a ton of fights, fought very, very good people. He doesn't. Everyone's all worried. They're like, "Oh, do you think he'll show up?" And that's one thing I will give Ben. That he shows up for every fight, and he comes to fight. So I'm excited for him as an opponent.
So you're gonna have to tell me the background, but I have seen you post I guess you can say fighting words on social media. Is there legitimate beef between you two?
Yeah, I mean, we'll keep it personal, but yeah, we're just not big fans of each other, and just like I said, personal reasons. And yeah, I mean, it's a fight. We're not. I mean, settle it and we'll have a beer after. But yeah, we're gonna go in there. We're gonna find out. He thinks
Mm,
he's gonna. And I think I'm gonna beat him. And we ran into each other a few times in bars and stuff like that, and haven't got along. And but this is strictly professional. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna fight, and we're gonna find out real quick.
what's interesting is that about both of you is that both of you have took a sabbatical from MMA, from fighting. Can you tell us about why you took your sabbatical?
Like, as in, what do you mean?
Oh, well, sorry, you took a break. I think your last fight was in 2016 or 2015.
Yeah, I just like I broke my hand a few times, and actually probably 3 times, and was kind of just worried about that, and I was work, it all depends on I lived out in Argyle for a while. I lived out in Bismarck, so it's kind of around the area where I couldn't fully train hard, and now I'm back in Grand Forks, and I've been in Grand Forks for a while now, and there like earlier, there really hasn't been that many shows around here, in Grand Forks. I mean, I don't even remember the last one, to be honest. And I like to stick around home to fight, to be just because it's awesome to have a big group. And I had a big group that would follow me, to Fargo. I fought in Minot and stuff like that, where I still had a good following. But Grand Forks, this is where I kind of started, and it's my last fight here, and I want to end it here. And I got a big following coming, so I'm going to put on a show for them.
Well, so I know that you said this is going to be your final fight. Is it that truly? A lot of people say this will be the last one. Is that actually going to happen, or is it just that's what you're feeling right now?
It would. I mean, I guess never say never, but I mean, it would have to be a huge, huge offer for me to take another fight. My girlfriend, I'm gonna have a baby boy, so we're got one coming on the way, so that's gonna put a big damper on life. So we're gonna be,
Mhm.
it's gonna, slow everything down, and so, but no, like I said, it's right now, this is the last fight unless there was a huge, huge, huge offer somewhere, which I don't really see that coming. But nope, this is the last one, and I'm gonna make a good last impression here in Grand Forks.
So as well, can you talk about so this is at cruiserweight, I think,
Yeah,
or
yep.
yeah.
It's I don't tell you the truth, I don't even know how that shit works, because we were gonna do heavyweight, and then I wanted something lighter, but Ben was saying that he couldn't make whatever weight, and I honestly want to fight Ben, so I think he's banking on his weight, which whatever. I'm 205 right now. I mean, I could, and I haven't. I mean, I've been basically just losing weight by watching a little bit what I eat and just working hard in the gym. And I'm down 25 pounds, but I mean, that I needed to do that anyway. So I mean, I could go a lot more too. But yeah, he wanted to fight at this, so I kind of agreed. Kind of whatever weight he wanted to do, play his game, whatever, and that's what he's banking on. He's banking on his weight, and if that's what you're gonna bank on, he's gonna be in trouble.
It's because I know you used to fight at welterweight, lightweight,
Yeah,
I think.
at 45, 55. I mean, I've been fighting, since I've been 18. So I mean, it's
Mm.
been a long time. I'm 31 now, so I mean, obviously growing and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I fought at 45, 55. I've fought at 80, and yeah, a lot of these guys, they want to do these catch weights for some reason, which whatever, I don't care. Just tell me what I need to weigh, and I'll be there. So
Hmm. What do you think that he's going to bring to that cage? I mean, it's also it should be known as well. I think he had an 8 year layoff, maybe or decade. Pretty well, a longer decade, longer time off than you, I believe.
yep. I think
So,
he's just gonna come out. Well, he's gonna have to finish it quick if he's gonna finish it at all. I mean, I know he's never been a cardio machine. He's gonna come out strong. I mean, he's a strong dude, and he's always posting weightlifting videos and whatever he wants to do. But I mean, yeah, he's just gonna be a big, strong guy that anything can happen. It's a fight. They're 4 ounce gloves, and you got a guy at 230 pounds, swinging at you. Anything can happen, but. If I want to take it to the ground, I'll take it to the ground. Or I think if I can, he's a boxing coach. If he wants to be a boxing coach, I mean, when I start out boxing him, I mean, I have faith in our gym and our like talents that we have for coaches over anybody in Grand Forks here. That we don't just do it. It's not. Everybody thinks we're just a jujitsu gym for some reason, but we do kickboxing, we do wrestling, everything. So we're gonna showcase that too, I think.
mhm. Do you plan to do a special retirement thing after? You gonna do something like that? Or
Uh,
regardless of what happens?
I mean, just gonna. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna have a huge following there. I mean, I've sold a ton of tickets. I mean, like Dean said, Dean's, when the promoter likes you, that's because you're selling a lot of tickets. So I have a huge following that's coming to this fight, and just gonna thank everybody. It's been my whole career. It's always, when I'm selling tickets, and I sell fight T-shirts. Everyone. It's always the same people that are calling me for tickets and shirts, and asking me when the next. This will be another question after the fight. When's the next one? When's the next one? And and that's the sad part. It's not going to be another one. And that's why I think a lot of people are really anxious for this one because life's you know life's coming and going, and it's gonna be fun. But yeah, no, just gonna thank everybody for everything, that's been on this ride with me.
Do you happen to have any regrets or things that you wish you did in the MMA portion of your career?
Uh, you know, uh, yeah, regrets, I would say, when I was younger, keep fighting more and keep pushing more. But it's like I said, life gets in the way of a lot of things, and I was never the guy to, I guess, drop everything. Like some of these guys, they live out of their car, which good for them, and stuff like that. But I was always kind of more of a work, work, work guy, and I should have, kind of chased my dream a little bit more. I was doing good and stuff like that, but like I said, I'm 31 now only, but oh, body could feel it after a hard training day, but back when I was 21, 22, it was go, go, go.
Hmm. What advice would you give to people who are looking, who want to do a career or start off in MMA, I'll say?
You know what? Get your bases down. When I first came in, I was a decent wrestler in high school, and I was thinking, I'm like, I'll come to the gym and I'll take anybody down that I want. If I don't need to know boxing stuff like that, right? Well, and then all of a sudden, in our gym, remember a long time ago, I could take a lot of people down because there wasn't very many wrestlers in our gym back then. And all of a sudden, this guy walked in and we were boxing. He's kind of beat me up on the feet, and I go, "Well, shit, I'll just take him down." Well, I took him down. He basically threw me to the side like I was a little kid, and then started boxing me. And I'm like,
Hmm.
"Huh, that's what I want to do." So I want my wrestling's good enough where if I want to keep it on the feet, I'll keep it at the feet. If I want to take it down, I'll take it down. And that guy kind of showed me that day. I was like, man, that's what I want. And so, like, I'm a wrestler, but most of my fights, I've been knocking people out and stuff like that. And and yeah, no, just train hard. I mean, it's find the right guy to, like my coach Ken Greer. I mean, I'm so lucky that I've walked into that gym because that guy. I mean, I can call him about anything fighting or anything life even, and he'll help me out or anything like that progressive how everybody is everyone's like a big family there, and I mean I'd call a lot of people in that gym and they'd be right there.
Mm-hmm. What about coaching? Would you ever think about getting into coaching yourself?
Yeah, I actually coached high school wrestling when I right got out of high school. I mean, but yeah, no, I'm gonna stick around the sport no matter what. We were kind of talking, I don't want to say too much, but yeah, we were kind of talking about some things that are gonna try to be done after I'm done fighting because I want to stay in the game either
Hmm.
way. I'm talking about. I've been talking to a couple of people about maybe even trying to jump on the commission just to kind of stick around the game, and I know a lot of these guys and stuff like that, and it'd be kind of cool. Just basically you're getting ready for the fight. You're just not fighting, and you get to sit there and get to watch all these guys and basically relive it every time the fights are going on. Just can't get as amped up or start cheering for people, I guess.
I've talked to probably hundreds of thousands of MMA fighters. I don't think I've ever heard everyone say, maybe get a commission one day, sports commission is something I would like. I've heard of ref, coach,
Yep.
manager, or just like full retirement. But like, I've never heard one ever tell me, oh, thinking about going on the sports commission.
Well, just it would just kind of be fun, Like, I mean, yeah, you got to handle fighters, and we're all dummies, But
Yeah.
if you keep like this new guy Carl, that he's the new head guy. I mean, I call that guy all the time, and he answers all my questions that I need, and if I'm wondering about this, then I can hear it right from the horse's mouth rather than oh, I think it's this, I think it's this, I think it's this. No, this is coming from the main head commission guy, when I talk to him, so I know for a fact. And yeah, so we were kind of just talking. He wants fighters, retired fighters and stuff like that, because obviously you can't fight anymore. So back to the retirement fight, if I do go on the commission, I mean, there's no choice but to be retired. So yeah.
Well, so that include also judge, that could include judging as well, or is that just like
No,
overseeing the?
I think that's a different. I don't know. I guess like I said, we haven't really looked into it, but I kind of brought it up to Carl,
Hmm.
and he kind of just said, we'll talk after the fight, but he wants guys that have been in the game and that are serious about the sport, and because that's, you got to watch guys wrap their hands and stuff like that and sign off on them and stuff like that, and I mean, you got to take it serious. I mean, it's not just coming to the fights. It's a lot of meetings and stuff like that. He said, and so just, I don't know. It'd just be fun, because you get to go to all these fights and you get to work them, and it's a professional background, and so I don't know. I think it'd be fun.
Hmm. Before we go, I just like to give you an opportunity if you have any sponsors or anybody else or anything else you want to plug, for is yours.
Yeah, I would like to thank the gym. They've done so much for me this fight camp, and everybody there, and they're I come into the gym and they're like, "Who's this guy?" He has he hasn't been there for a long time, and I asked Ken if I could take this fight, and if he'd support me 100%, and he said he would, and yeah, and I got a bunch of people that helped me out. So I mean, it's hard to pinpoint everybody, but yeah, I hope everybody comes, and it's going to be a hell of a show. Like I said, the card is stacked. I really think the lineup is going to be, I'm not just trying to promote the fight for myself. The card is going to be a fun card. I mean,
Hmm.
they just signed that Colin Huckbody and Lucas St. Clair. I mean, that's going to be a crazy fight. I mean, I think Colin's the number one guy in Minnesota right now at that weight. And, Lucas is a tough, gritty dude that anything can happen, obviously. And Dre fighting for the belt. That's going to be cool. I mean, he's fighting a stud too. And Dre's a sneaky guy. I mean, everybody always kind of counts him up. I don't know why, but he's sneaky. And who else we got? Derek. Derek's fighting. I mean, this is his first pro fight. Every fight that Derek's lost, he's been grinding the guy against the cage, but you can't throw elbows, can't throw knees. So I'm super excited to watch him just unleash on guys in the clinch there. And he's fighting a pretty tough dude, and I think Derek's going to walk right through him. And yeah, the whole card, I mean, it's stacked. Thomas Derricks is fighting for a belt, and no, he's not. I lied. Whoops. But he's a stud too. It's going to be a fun card, so everybody should come on out.
Oh, so did you have any sponsors that you wanted to plug?
Yeah, I got put me on the spot here. Hang on here.
Sorry.
No, I should have had it ready, but I got a bunch of them. Yeah, it's kind of crazy because I had to I had to turn down some sponsors because I didn't want them super small on my shirt. But I got Rumors Bar and Grill in Grand Forks. That's where the pre and after party is. I got Big Papa's DJ. I got Argel Builder Supply, Affinity Builders, BB Farms, Spikes Construction, Gajeski Farms, got the Southside Mafia. We got Redline Remodeling, Tag Construction, Dietzler Defense, Ekman Dental Arts, Parrots K, Up North Pizza, and R&R Dirt and Gravel. Those guys have been a big help. I mean, like I said, that's what I mean about this fight. I had to turn down people. That's how many people wanted to support me. It's just like, it's crazy. Some guys are trying to offer me money and they're like, "Oh, you don't need to throw me on your shirt and all this stuff." I'm like, "No, just come to the fight and let's have some fun." And the after party is gonna be a hell of an after party. I'll tell you that.
Actually, also as well, is there like, if anybody's from is there like a QR code, or is there like a thing where like people can like to get like tickets through you or something? I don't know if that's.
So they cut off our tickets for ourselves, but
Okay.
they can go on just Ticketmaster and type in Alerus Center and get tickets from there. But
Okay.
but yeah, and then Rumor Sports Bar, I'm gonna have a pre-party there. I'll have shirts for sale if anybody wants to come there before the fights. And there's 2 buses that are gonna go from Rumors to the Alerus Center and back. So I mean, we're gonna have a following there. It's gonna be a good night of fights.
And before you go, I want to give you any last comment or statement you'd like to say to Ben Wicks in case you ever watch this video.
I'm coming for you, fucker.
Okay, simple.
Fight. No, it'll be a good fight. I mean, like I said, it's all personal bullshit aside. Me and Ben are gonna fight, and like I said, we both picked the fight. Now let's do it. I mean, it's gonna be a good one.
Just the final one to settle the score, as I say.
Yep, for
And
sure.
you can see Casey Gajeski take on Ben Wicks on May 18th, Throne MMA, Grand Forks, Alerus Center. Tickets are available, or if you cannot make it, it is available on Futures MMA Live. And Casey, thank you so much again for talking. Really looking forward to the fight. This is kind of like, you can almost say, the people's main event, the unofficial main event.
Yep.
And yeah, what was that?
The main event.
The main event, the non-title main event. How about that?
Yep. There
So
you go.
yeah. So yes, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, best of luck, sir.
Yep. Thank you very much.